Right. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Oliver. Fourth year product design.
So can you tell me a bit
Glasses
about
Gold Bar.
your
My
project?
project. My project began as a brief for our fourth year, and it was about the Internet of Us and about where the Internet of Things, which is the idea that um, all physical objects at some point in the future will give off and receive digital data from other physical objects as we interact with them, and how this will affect the way we interact with a more digitalized world in the future, I guess, to an extent. Um, I began with an interest in nature because in the concept of Internet of Things, everything that exists, everything that can be interacted with, gives off data, and the concept of nature is things that aren't affected by man. So where does nature lie in a world where it becomes a sensor or becomes affected by man? I guess to an extent. So it was an interesting area because it was um, so opposite to the idea of technology. So that's where I began with. From there, I developed a bunch of future social narratives that explored our personal people's relationships with nature as a basis where technology might enter to improve a relationship um, or something like that. So I began with some social narratives. One of the social narratives I decided to move forward was how prisoners relate to nature and what that means to them, and um, I began to explore how the idea of technology and its ability to connect people and things might facilitate the benefits that we get from nature to people in prison. So, with that, my basis, I did a bunch of research, interviewing people and other experts, I guess, who work with prisoners, and began to get a sort of sense of what was important to them. Very quickly in my research, I discovered that nature is really, really important. It's something a lot of people who go to jail don't realize they missed it before they were in jail. If that makes sense. So it was important to them, but when I talked to the prisoners about what was important to them, what really came out of it was family. For the prisoner, family is the most important thing. Um, so they had to be part of my design process because um, prisoners. I was looking for a way to improve the prison experience, I guess, for the prisoner. So I was looking at um,
Connectivity.
rehabilitation for
Yeah.
a prisoner rather than retribution, like rather than punishment.
Yeah.
So a way to allow them to still feel human and still improve as a person is to allow them to maintain connection with the outside world, but still be punished for their crimes by being removed. So um, there are loads of benefits with connecting prisoners with their family because there are problems with family breakdown when someone's away and emotions and the whole visiting experience at prison for a family is actually usually quite stressful. It's not a very enjoyable one, so I was looking at ways that technology might better facilitate that process. Um, yeah, that's what my project was about.
Yeah, it's cool. All right. Could you draw me a design process to use in this project?
Basically, I guess the whole process
Was it a double diamond, or was it
was our double diamond.
really, you did a lot of things that might break the double diamond? Do you think?
Yeah,
things
I
in
guess
circular.
I guess we began with our double diamond. I don't have my brief here just now, but